there, Natalie with you today with a new process video for Scrapbook Nerd. And this week our assignments are working with stencils. And stencils are something that is super versatile, something that you should have in your stash. There's a lot that you can do with it, starting with creating a background, which is what I'm going to do. So what collection I'm going to use for this is the Honey and Spice collection from Heidi Swapp. Totally in love with it. I'm going to show you why in a bit. So I'm going to start my project using a stencil from Vicky Boutin, and this is the one that in her first release, and it's the one that has a script. I just want something like that on the background. And what I'm using for this is actually marshmallow cardstock from Basto, because I want something that's going to hold mixed media nicely. And I'm going to create the impression using Dina Weekly acrylic paint, and I'm using black. And my idea is I could have stamped this. You can use a stamp, but I want to show you how you can get and achieve a similar effect using actually a stencil. So you're gonna see that I'm actually gonna dilute the paint using water. I want it to be running as watercolor, and then I'm gonna bring one of Vicky's stencil brushes. All of these is available at the shop. I'm using stuff from the shop, and I'm actually gonna pick up some of the paint, and I'm gonna apply it on top of the stencil on a circular motion. And what I'm creating right now is I'm creating the impression of the stencil, but I'm going with such a light application that it's going to look like I stamped on it. Now, one of the advantages of creating this is that you can actually kind of regulate the deepness of color. So it helps you create kind of this haze look. And just to do that, you're gonna see that I very lightly just add a little bit of the stencil to the edges, kind of stippling at the edge, and that's gonna create that ghost effect. I'm gonna also create a little amount or a little impression right on the bottom left corner of the layout. Yeah, bottom left, yes, because that's where I'm just gonna create my diagonal design. And now the beauty of working with acrylic paint is that it dries quick, one, and second, when you add water on top of it, it's not gonna run. So now I'm gonna add my color, and for this I'm gonna use Vicky Boutin watercolor markers, and I'm gonna use, I think this is coral macaroon and a little bit of sugar strawberry, and I just want a really light color on the background. So you're gonna see that I'm actually just gonna dilute a bit of the watercolor with some water. I'm using a piece of acrylic, and then I'm just gonna literally kiss the page with it. Or you're gonna see that I started with that, and all I'm gonna do is add some a little bit of the paint. I'm actually gonna use a stamping block just to give you an idea of how many ways you can add watercolor. I don't want something really defined. A lot of this is going to be covered by my picture, but I want to just show you how you create your own background. And you're going to see parts of it are going to peek behind my design, but I really love working on creating backgrounds. So you're going to see that how easily I'm just going to add a little bit of the watercolor onto an acrylic block in this case, but you can use a piece of plastic, you can use a piece of acrylic. I know some people that use a little bit of parchment paper, and it's just something that is non-porous, that's going to hold the pigment on top kind of floating, so you're able to move it around. So you're gonna see that I'm literally just adding a little bit of the pigment, or in this case the watercolor, onto the page and moving it around. You're gonna see that it's really splotchy. I just want to make sure that I have a combination between that kind of corally tone, a little bit of pink, a little bit of that or really soft peachy tone, because those are the colors that are in the Honey and Spice collection from Heidi Swapp. And like I said before, I'm using this collection because it features a Boston Terrier in one of the images in the designs. And I have a Boston Terrier. He's my baby. He is probably, again, like I said, he came in our lives when we needed, we were looking for after a child. We couldn't have one, and he came into our lives at that time, so he became our baby. So you're gonna see that I'm just going back to the layout. I'm just gonna complete my background, and I took it off camera just because I added more of the watercolor. And all I'm doing, just to end, I'm gonna add some splatters of the color right around the edges of the application, just because I know that's the part that's gonna show up. And I'm gonna set it aside to dry for a little bit. You're not gonna see that in the camera because I set it on the side, and you're gonna see me also fight with the sun during this. Be very sunny this weekend in Toronto, so it's really hard to hide the sun when you have really big windows. So now we're going to show you a second thing that you can do with the stencil, which is what a lot of us do, and it's just add texture. And for this I'm using a stencil from Craft. I really love that cascade of little circles, and I'm applying actually rose gold glaze from Vicky Boutin through the circles, but I'm not going to make a complete application. I'm just going to put a little bit on the top, a little bit at the bottom, and a little bit on the little corner, because I know that the rest is going to be covered by the picture, so I don't want to waste one, and I don't want to create that much of a bumpy surface where I want to add the picture. And I'm going to set that aside to dry completely. While that is happening, I'm going to start working on the layers of paper for my picture. And literally I am actually gonna work on layers of paper. I know that I want to mix some of the papers. I want to bring some of the yellow, some of the pink, some of the peach that I use in the background. So first thing I did is I framed the picture with a little piece of pink paper. This is all from the paper pad, and then I'm just gonna play with layers. That little cut file, I usually when I cut files, I cut doubles or triples because I don't know if I'm gonna layer them. And this one is from Just Nick Studio, and I just had it in my stash, and I think it's gonna be perfect because you're gonna see that I'm actually gonna create kind of a soft triangle on the picture. So I'm just gonna layer the cut file in between the layers of paper, and I'm just playing with paper again because most of I want the picture is going to be on the top right corner. I'm going to try to work the layers towards the right, because otherwise I'm going to have to move everything and I'm going to lose the background. It's just going to be off center in the background. So you're going to see that I work a lot of the layers towards the left, and I'm going to work a little bit towards the right now. And for that I'm going to actually fussy cut that big tag from one of the papers, and I'm going to use it as a layer, and it's also going to help me to create the embellishment. So you're going to see that I'm going to glue it a little bit on the offset. One of the things that you don't see is that I added some foam adhesive between the picture and the layers, and all I'm doing right now is just setting it straight onto my background. Now I'm going to bring one of the tags, the one that says EXO has a cutout, and I'm going to layer on top of the other tag. I'm just going to tie them together, and just to make sure that I keep the dimension and it doesn't move, I'm actually going to add a little glue dot behind it, so that's going to help me with the dimension and also to keep it from moving. And then I just tie in a little piece of string that also came in as a package, just to keep them together. After that I'm going to start embellishing this layout, and for that I'm going to use actually the stickers from the collection, and I really love those really copperish kind of rose accents. So I'm going to bring a few of them. That's gonna be my repeating element. You're gonna see that I actually brought that vellum flower, and that's from the ephemera pack, which I think is not available at the shop yet. I have one, so I'm just adding that, and just some stickers. You're gonna see that I also just I'm gonna add a few more stickers underneath the flower. Like I said before, I'm actually gonna kind of bulk that area on the left hand side of the picture, just because I'm gonna create kind of a triangle that guides your eye towards the left. After that I'm gonna work on that little cluster at the bottom, and for that again I'm bringing one of the labels. I want to make sure that it has some of that foil look, just because I have some of that already on the right hand side. And then I'm gonna bring that image of a Boston Terrier, and it looks a lot like my baby, so I'm just gonna glue it right onto the label, and then I'm gonna add this a little sticker, no stickers, actually a piece of vellum that says the best of the best. And after that I'm just gonna add a few more stickers around the area, add some hearts, and that's about it. You're gonna see that the only thing that I'm gonna add right now is that little ticket, and that's from a Prima collection called Apricot, I think it's Dreams, is also in the shop. And then to create the title, I actually had asked Joy for this long time ago, and I had it in my stash and it came in handy. And these are from Craft, and it's just like sticker words that are see-through completely. So I'm gonna use that Fabulous You to create my title, and I'm gonna place it right in between the picture and that little cluster at the bottom, and that's about it. After that, what you don't see in the camera is that I add my lines of journal, quite a bit of journal, right underneath the picture on the right hand side. And I didn't want to add anything else because I want to keep a lot of white space. I think that if you see it up close, there's a lot of little splatters, very fine splatters of paint everywhere, so I don't want to lose that, so I didn't want to add any more shine. And especially because I'm using that gold shine already, the foil shine, sorry, on some of the stickers, and also on the impression that I created with the rose gold, I didn't want to add anything else. And that's about it. I love how this turned out. It was super simple to put together. Like, I know I'm gonna sound you might sound, oh, it didn't, but it took me literally 45 minutes to put together, just because the application of the acrylic paint at the beginning takes no time, dries really quickly. I'm not adding lots of water, and the texture paste dries really fast because it's such a little application. And I hope you try this. Don't forget to try and work a project with stencils. They are so versatile and can add so much interest to your pages. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, and don't forget to check all what I've used in the shop. Thank you so much, guys, and take care. Bye bye.